Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Buffalo Bills. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Green, 39. Gone. Green, 39. Gone.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now Jackson on second down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that's incomplete. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gone! 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 Gone!
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Green, 39!
On 2nd down, Jackson underneath to Allen. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On third down, Jackson. Crabtree with it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. The first NFL touchdown pass for the former Heisman winner, Lamar Jackson. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
And there it is. Tally it up, folks. The first touchdown pass for Lamar Jackson as a member of the Baltimore Ravens. So many people focused on his legs coming into the league. He'll score plenty of touchdowns that way. But being able to throw it into the end zone, that's a special feeling. And he's a guy who will do that often in the league.
Here's Tywan Jones on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into territory. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Coleman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Allen. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Allen again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. C.J. Mosley in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. On fourth down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens making their way out here, Charles, and a heartbreaking last-second loss to the Bengals Week 17 last year. Kept them out of the playoffs into their season at 9-7. And, you know, since winning Super Bowl 47, they've now missed the playoffs for the last 5 years.
They want to get back to doing things the Ravens way, which means toughness on both sides of the ball. So they'll want to continue to run it with Alex Collins. They added Orlando Brown in at right tackle. They want better push up front. And they have to throw the ball better as well. So they added Michael Crabtree.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 56 yards. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 24.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
A first carry down for Alex Collins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Dancing, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Kyle Williams able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11.
Right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
To throw on second down. Jackson. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A bad third down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on fourth down. Now they lose it. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Gone, 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 gone. Hot, hot.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Coleman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Going to try and throw on third down. Flushed out right. He may try. Allen hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Leopard!
On first down, Allen. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Leopard!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Looking downfield for Jones. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 19.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now it's Jackson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. These Bills, Charles, broke the 17-year playoff drought under first-year head coach Sean McDermott. And while Bills fans, they reveled in their team's return to relevance, we know the NFL, that's a what have you done for me lately business. So what can we expect in 2018?
I think a continuation of what head coach Sean McDermott started last year, creating the new culture for the Bills, upgrading their defense. But the big thing, they need more plays from the quarterback position that are downfield, chunk plays to take some of the pressure off the defense. Remember, only 3 points scored in the playoff loss to the Jaguars.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And here's Allen looking to throw on 2nd down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. And pressure gets to him again. C.J. Mosley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Colton Schmidt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it around the board. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, Collins. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Allen to throw on 2nd down. Going deep for his tight end. That's caught at the 25. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Corey Coleman, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jerry Hughes in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Corey Coleman, 85 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week 1. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And now here come the Ravens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson breaks through the contact, and this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down, and he'll be hit from behind and taken down. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Allen toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. That'll bring up 2nd down. Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here's Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. It fights him off. And he's going to go down again. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Leopard!
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kyle Williams in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green 39. Green 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He hits Macklin. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
They're coming. They're coming.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Gone. Detroit. Here we go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Michael Crabtree, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens cut into that lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes it 24-13. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now Jones. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Leopard.
Again, it's McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Underneath here to Hill. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Jackson on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
All right, here we go. Blue landed.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Buffalo, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.